There's no wick. Is that normal?
Are you serious?
Is that the thing?
There's
no wick.
I've had 2 people tell me that there was no wick when they ordered a candle.
There's literally no wick.
Are you kidding?
No. You guys. You guys, there's no wick. Wait, producer Kylie? There's no wick, right? Am I crazy? Where's the thing that I light?
Also, some desperate moves to sell as ever, and reviews coming in as apparently she's selling a candle without a wick.
Imagine spending $64 on a luxury candle. You open the beautifully designed box, pull out this gorgeous vessel, light a match, and get ready to fill your home with the sophisticated scent of California poppies and sandalwood. There's just one tiny problem. There's literally nothing to light. No wick. And before you think this is just one unlucky customer getting a defective product, think again. This is happening over and over and over, and the legal consequences could destroy what's left of Meghan Markle's crumbling lifestyle brand. When the first reports started appearing online, people genuinely thought it was a joke. Someone posted a video showing their American Riviera orchard candle with no wick, and the comments were full of people saying it had to be fake.
There's nothing to light on the candle. This is like Meghan Markle's career. Failure to launch. Oh my God. Wait, this is not a joke. I ordered Meghan Markle's candle. There's nothing to light. I literally want a refund. Meghan Markle, send me a frickin' refund. So I paid. How much did I pay for this?
That nobody would actually ship a candle without the one component that makes it functional. But then more videos started appearing, and then more. Social media exploded with customers opening their expensive purchases on camera, expecting to enjoy a luxury experience, only to discover they'd essentially bought a $64 jar of scented wax that cannot be used. One customer after another holding up these candles, looking into their cameras with genuine disbelief, asking the same question: where's the wick? Some of these candles arrived with a perfect cylindrical hole where the wick should be, like someone forgot the final step in manufacturing. Others came as solid blocks of wax with no hole at all, as if the entire wick insertion process was just skipped completely. And here's what makes this particularly damning.
To look at the candle and look at the box, and I known full well what happened with Link Lauren, my friend Link, when he received his as ever order. Of course, I assumed I'd sorted it out. So you are not going to believe what happened when I opened the box. When I got back, there's no wick again. No way to light this thing. Seriously, look.
If you flip these candles over and look at the bottom, there's text printed right there that says, "Always trim wick to 1/4 inch." So clearly, undeniably, these are supposed to have wicks. This isn't some innovative wickless candle designed to be used with a warmer. These are traditional candles that you're meant to light with a match or lighter. Except you can't, because there's nothing to light. Let's talk about that $64 price tag, because it's absolutely central to understanding why this scandal is so damaging. $64 for a single candle. That's not impulse purchase territory. That's a deliberate choice to invest in something you believe will be special, elevated, worth the premium you're paying. When you spend that kind of money, you have certain expectations. You expect the finest ingredients, careful craftsmanship, attention to every single detail. You expect quality control that would catch any defect before it reaches your doorstep. What you absolutely, positively do not expect is to receive a product that doesn't even perform its most basic function. For $64, you could walk into Bath and Body Works and buy multiple 3-wick candles that actually work. You could visit HomeGoods or TJ Maxx and come home with several beautiful candles that smell amazing and have actual wicks in them, plus money left over for dinner. You could purchase premium Yankee candles that will fill your entire house with fragrance and burn for dozens of hours. But people didn't do that.
Meghan Markle always says she's known as the smart one and that her whole identity is wrapped up in being smart. We're still waiting to see that. Where's that smart identity? Like, was it smart to leave the royal family to go sell jams, jellies, dog biscuits, and wickless candles? Like, you could be royalty right now.
They trusted the Meghan Markle brand. They believed the marketing about California luxury and sophisticated living. They thought they were getting something truly special. Instead, they got expensive paperweights. Then there's the scent itself, which opens up a whole other can of worms. The signature fragrance is supposed to be California poppy, marketed as this distinctly Californian experience that captures the essence of the Golden State. Sounds lovely, right? Here's the problem that apparently nobody at American Riviera Orchard bothered to research. California poppies have virtually no natural scent. People who actually live in California, surrounded by these flowers every spring, have pointed this out repeatedly. The state flower that's supposedly the soul of this candle smells like almost nothing in real life. So what are customers actually experiencing when they somehow manage to warm up these wickless wonders? Reports describe the scent as soapy, cheap, not particularly strong, nothing that justifies a luxury price point. Multiple reviewers have said it smells exactly like candles you can buy at CVS for a fraction of the cost. The quality control failure here is staggering when you really think about it. This isn't a complicated product. Candles have existed for literally thousands of years. The technology is well established. You need wax, you need fragrance, you need a container, and you need a wick. 4 components. That's it. 4 essential elements that need to come together to create a functional candle. And somehow, repeatedly, one of those 4 absolutely critical components just isn't making it into the final product that gets shipped to paying customers. This suggests either catastrophic manufacturing failures that nobody caught before shipping, or even worse, they knew about the problem and shipped the products anyway hoping customers wouldn't complain too loudly. What makes this situation go from embarrassing to potentially criminal is what happens when customers try to get their money back. People who paid $64 for defective products have been reaching out to customer service expecting refunds. That's completely reasonable when you receive something that doesn't work. But according to multiple reports, they're getting nothing. Silence, no responses, no refunds, no acknowledgement that anything is wrong. Some customers have reported waiting weeks for any reply at all, only to eventually give up and dispute the charges with their credit card companies. This isn't just poor customer service. When you sell defective products at premium prices and then refuse to make it right, you're entering territory that consumer protection agencies and lawyers get very interested in. The legal exposure here is significant and growing. The Federal Trade Commission handles complaints about deceptive business practices, and selling something marketed as a functional candle that literally cannot be lit could absolutely fall under their jurisdiction. If enough complaints pile up, they can launch investigations that result in serious penalties. Then, there's the possibility of class action lawsuits. When multiple consumers are harmed by the same defective product from the same company, they can band together and sue collectively. This is exactly the scenario that class action litigation is designed for. You've got numerous customers, all paying the same premium price, all receiving the same defective product, all being denied refunds. That's a lawyer's dream case. State consumer protection laws add another layer of potential consequences. Many states have specific regulations about selling defective merchandise and refusing refunds. Depending on where the company operates and where customers live, there could be violations across multiple jurisdictions. And here's something that could actually shut the business down entirely: credit card chargebacks. When customers dispute charges because they received defective products, the merchant doesn't just lose that sale. They also get hit with fees. If chargebacks pile up too high, payment processors can drop merchants completely, which would effectively kill their ability to sell anything online. But apparently, none of this has dampened Meghan's ambitions. Despite the wickless candle disaster, despite the customer service nightmare, despite the mounting legal risks, reports suggest she's planning to expand American Riviera Orchard into the United Kingdom. Yes, you read that correctly. The brand that can't manage to put wicks in candles, the brand that won't refund customers for products that don't work. That brand supposedly believes it can capture significant market share in the UK jam and lifestyle product market. Sources claim she thinks British consumers will embrace her products once they're exposed to them. This represents a level of delusion that's actually impressive in its totality. First, Meghan Markle is considerably less popular in the UK than she is in the United States, and her American reception hasn't exactly been triumphant. The British public has made their feelings abundantly clear through every poll and survey conducted over the past few years. Second, the UK has far stricter consumer protection laws than America. If she tried selling defective candles and refusing refunds there, she'd face immediate and serious legal consequences that would make US regulations look gentle. Third, she'd be competing directly against established British brands, including King Charles's own Highgrove products, which are known for genuine quality and carry actual royal credentials. The idea that she could dominate any market right now with products that don't function and customer service that doesn't respond is so disconnected from reality, it's almost sad. The wickless candle scandal isn't happening in isolation. This is just the latest failure in a pattern that's been building since American Riviera Orchard launched. Products that supposedly sold out immediately, only for orders to be canceled mysteriously later. Quality issues reported across multiple product lines. The complete collapse of the Netflix partnership that was supposed to launch this brand into mainstream success. At some point, these stop being unfortunate coincidences and start being a clear pattern of dysfunction. At some point, consumers stop giving second chances. At some point, the legal system catches up to businesses that take people's money and don't deliver what was promised. What's particularly revealing is how this disaster mirrors everything else in Meghan's post-royal life. The grand announcements that fall flat. The premium positioning that can't deliver on its promises. The apparent belief that her name alone creates value regardless of the actual product quality. The inability or unwillingness to acknowledge problems and make them right. It's all there in these wickless candles, a perfect metaphor wrapped in expensive packaging that cost $64 but delivers nothing you can actually use. For American Riviera Orchard to survive this, they would need to immediately recall every defective product, issue full refunds without customers having to ask, implement actual quality control procedures, and rebuild trust from absolute zero. None of that appears to be happening. Instead, the silence continues, the complaints multiply, and the legal exposure grows by the day. When you charge luxury prices, customers expect luxury quality and luxury service. When you fail to deliver on any of those fronts, the consequences eventually become unavoidable. $64 for a candle with no wick, no refund available, customer service unresponsive, legal violations mounting, UK expansion plans while the current business collapses. This isn't just a quality control problem. This is a case study in how not to run a business, and it's all playing out in real time for the world to watch.